We have just completed our 4-columned menu presentation, complete with robust column structure. Our guest Mary responds by asking, "Do I have to pick one of these options?" It is usually at this point that many business managers are inclined to believe that they have overreached. They may wonder to themselves if they have been too aggressive in asking that Mary consider a menu with 4 robust columns. Maybe they should have structured their initial menu with a column providing just a service contract or just a service contract and gap. Avoid these sentiments. Shallow initial column construction leads to low product per retail counts at best and may compromise our credibility. After all, why are we asking that our guests consider our other ancillary products if we are so willing to toss them away? Besides, if we look at our menu after we've built it with these shallow columns, isn't the large payment spread making it a foregone conclusion our guest will choose to forfeit ancillary benefits? At this point, it is unlikely we will educate our guests convincingly regarding the merits to taking advantage of these very valuable products. We all want to provide the best service for our guests who, as we know, are happiest when they don't have to pay for any of their covered repairs for all covered parts and labor, less their deductible. Keeping our credibility intact and our PPR count productive are how we do this. When our guest Mary asks, "Do I have to pick one of these?" it is at this time that we can easily modify the aggressive structure of our menu and not prior. Here's how. No, you can buy your new car today as it is. You can forfeit everything we've talked about here and give up the associated benefits. We will give this statement just a moment to sink in and continue with our all-important segue. Is it the way it's packaged that concerns you? Mary is likely to respond, "What do you mean?" To which we will reply, "Mary, you, like me, I'm sure would agree that this top piece, the full mechanical coverage, the one typically referred to as bumper to bumper, that I'm not really allowed to call it that because the bumpers aren't covered, that this is the most important piece in the whole matrix. Certainly you would agree with that." Yes, Mary almost always responds. After Mary agrees that the VSC is in her best interest, we will then find out what is next most important to her. And reiterate our earlier recommendation. Only after exhausting this approach, justifying our previous advice, and concluding that it isn't working for her, do we move on to our new menu. Then, adjacent to the column that we recommended as most applicable to her needs, we will create a column containing only those items identified as wanted. We will print our second menu and present it. "Mary, these are the benefits you want to take advantage of, and here are your payment choices. Which term do you prefer?" Of course, we have offered Mary a 2-term menu. Haven't we? Think about it. Good luck and good selling.